Hey folks, how's it going? It's Game Webcam, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am making another Polytoria video! Yay! I swear, Polytoria, please don't remove my YouTuber role. I don't know why I'm saying this, I don't really care about YouTuber roles anyway. By the time that this video comes out, it should be Christmas, so, if you are enjoying the holidays with your friends and family, I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. Now, I am recording this on Christmas Eve, and what I'm going to be doing is going to be talking about Polytoria's upcoming client. And no worries, I did get permission from Willemsteller to make this video. Trust me, if I didn't get permission from Willemsteller, I wouldn't be making this video at all. They have been working on a lot of new features, and if you guys don't know, I'm in Polytoria's beta testing program, as signaled by this here beta tester tag that I have on the website right here. And as a result of being a beta tester, I get access to a beta client, a creator, and other beta features that might exist on the website. I want to show to you today the beta client, because I've looked at the beta client for like maybe half an hour or so, and some of the changes that they are making to this beta client are some really interesting changes. First of all, like, we got to head into a game. So I'm gonna go into this game called Superior Mobby, and now when I hit play, I have the option of either going with the normal stable client, is pretty much the client you all get, or I have the option to go onto the beta client. Let's go ahead and launch from the beta client. As you can see, loading times are now a lot faster in the beta client than the previous client. There's some new walking animations right here. But one of the more interesting features that you will come across is there is a native running function that is implemented. So if you press and hold shift, you will go into the running animation. There is a glitch right now. As you probably saw when I first joined the game, I was in the running animation, which shouldn't be happening. But this is the beta client after all. There is definitely going to be a few bugs in this client, but hopefully by the time that this client does get released, a lot of these bugs will hopefully be addressed and patched. So I'm gonna respawn real quick for a second. You don't firework as much as before. You actually become a ragdoll when you die now, instead of just being a standstill Lego figure that does nothing. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are already noticing the biggest change right off the bat. It's the UI itself. As you can see, the UI has definitely got a nice new refreshing look. Oh god dang it, I just died again. For those of you who have been playing Roblox for long enough, you probably recognize this health bar as being similar to the health bar that used to exist in like the 2011 to 2014 client, if you get what I'm saying. I don't know why they decided to go with a light gray option instead of just green, because you usually associate green for health. Okay, how do I actually get past? Oh, for God's sake. I died again. Great. When I'm in the running animation, the legs slightly overlap. No worries, they are fully aware of this issue, and that will be patched soon. As you probably noticed, there are 3 buttons on the top. So if you click on the most top left one, it's going to take you to the main menu of Polytoria. So it's sort of similar to Roblox's main menu in a way, where it's in the top left corner, and if you click on it, it gives you the menu. I like the nice little animation of the icons that plays when you open the menu. That's pretty... You can tell Brickster did a pretty good job making that, that's for sure. I think this is kind of redundant UI design right here. You have 2 ways of going back into the game. Like, you can either click the X on the top left corner, or there's this huge button that says back. They could hopefully just pick one option and stick to it, because if there's anything I really don't like in a UI, it's redundancy. But as you can see, when I go to the overview, it shows the name of the game I'm playing, my username, how long I've been playing it, how many people are in the server, and it actually shows the part count of the game. So if you want to get a good idea of like how many parts are in a game, it shows it in the overview. So that's actually pretty nice. There are other things that you can click on, such as the player list, settings, and of course, reporting abuse. Of course, the player list right here just consists of nothing because nobody else is currently playing right now. If I want to show off what you can see in the player list, I already have a video recorded of me playing with other beta testers and staff members and show you what that looks like. This is the settings right here. So they finally have a mouse sensitivity option. Thank God, because when you try to play Polytoria on Linux, the mouse sensitivity goes all the way down for some reason, and it's really difficult to look around when you're playing on Linux, because for some weird reason, the mouse sensitivity is just treated differently from the Windows counterpart. Maybe have the option to rebind certain controls, like maybe I want to add a new method of moving forward, or maybe add a new control for jumping, or something like that. Just a few things that would help make the game a lot more customizable. So if we had bindable inputs, that would be really nice to have. So here's graphics right here. So this is a much more comprehensive version of the graphics as opposed to what you get in the current client. I don't know why there is a scroll bar here that does not work for whatever reason. I'm assuming it's because they're going to be adding a few more graphics settings before this gets released, and they haven't gotten around to it yet. So I'm assuming this scroll bar will later have a purpose, but for right now, it actually has no use. Pretty much your basic gist. I'm kind of glad they got rid of some of the more useless settings, such as bloom and all that sort of stuff. So even though bloom did make things look a little bit nicer with the bloom effects, it made everything much more brighter and overexposed, and it just made things a lot more painful to look at. I swear I looked like I was gonna burn my retinas when it came to how bright bloom just made everything. So I'm kind of glad they gotten rid of some of the more useless options and are sticking to some of the more essentials. Okay, this is debug log, so that's all developer stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the settings. So this is the report abuse menu. So this is what you would go to if you wanted to report a place. You can't type anything in it right now because, again, I'm assuming this is a prototype. You can't actually send reports this way. So we have yet to actually see how this works. This is definitely going to be something that will be implemented when the client fully releases. Again, more redundant UI design here. I don't know why there's a cancel button here when, again, if you want to close the menu, you can just click on this X on the top left corner. So even though this is the beta client, there are still a few things about it that are not perfect. And to show you some of those imperfections, I need to head to another game. So there is a little bit of an issue with authenticating because sometimes it will just get stuck in a loop completely. Alright, it's loading all the parts right now. As you can see, we have a nice little progress bar that tells us how much of the game it has loaded. Jesus Christ, the amount of lag that I am getting trying to load this. I will say the loading time was definitely a lot shorter compared to the stable client. Usually the stable client takes like over a minute for this game to load. But I was able to join this game in about like 20 to 30 seconds. So they pretty much sped up the loading times by like 200 to 300%. I am noticing a drop in the frame rate. So I'm getting like maybe 20 to 30 frames per second if I had to give a rough estimate. I'm assuming this is just because not all of the optimizations have been applied. After all, this is a beta client and it's not the stable release. So hopefully when this client does come out, they will apply all of those optimizations needed to run this smoothly. One of the biggest glitches that I have noticed with the new client. So I'm going to climb up this side of the sign. So this technically should not be possible at all. This is way too tall for us to climb. But for some reason, I can perfectly climb the side of this sign right here. So there's definitely a few bugs with the climbing mechanic. Another glitch is that sometimes when you try to travel upstairs, it will not travel up the stairs properly. And as a result, you can get stuck on stairs. So they might have to completely redo the code for this, because I could definitely see this being very buggy really quickly. I'm hoping that in the beta client, the climbing animation will be a lot slower than that, because that is stupidly fast. Now, a common glitch with the current stable client is that you could do what I like to call Spider-Man up walls, where you basically just run yourself into the wall and then just mash A and D over and over again, and you can, for some reason, climb walls and all that sort of stuff. If it's for a singular wall, you can't Spider-Man up a wall anymore. But when it comes to a wall that consists of a collection or a stack of parts like these windows here, you can technically still Spider-Man it. But you have to rely on the creases of many different bricks in order to be able to Spider-Man up the walls. It kind of reminds me of a bug with the old Roblox client, where you were able to successfully stand on the side of these parts right here, and you would be able to consistently jump your way up these walls and be able to climb walls through stacked bricks. So some of the other buttons on the UI include a chatting button, which has a much more revamped UI chat, but the chat at the moment is very buggy because it makes certain messages fade while others will not disappear at all. I'll show some footage of that glitch in action. There are a few glitches with this current chat at the moment, so hopefully those do get patched. This button doesn't do anything at the moment, but if I had to make a guess at what this button does, I'm assuming this is the inventory button. So one of the new features that will be a part of the new client is scriptable tools that players can pick up and be able to, you know, interact with and all that sort of stuff. And I'm assuming that this button is going to be able to allow you to access your inventory full of tools. Uh-oh. I think I ran into another glitch here. My character is now all of a sudden running in place. Huh, okay, I can't seem to reproduce this bug for some reason. I don't know how I managed to run into this bug to begin with. But I will say it's a very interesting bug that I did run into. I just flipped through the roof. What? Okay, well, I all of a sudden just clipped through the roof. That is very interesting. I really am trying to break this game. I mean, isn't that the point? I am a beta tester after all. I'm trying to find bugs. So if you spam shift, it messes with the field of view. So yeah, I've definitely found a handful of bugs during this video. To conclude off this video, I want to showcase to you one last feature, and this is a feature that you're going to be able to do when this client fully releases. So I'm going to open up the chat here. Oh wait, you don't do /E. I think you do just /dance. There we go. If you do /dance, you get this funny little animation. And that is because emotes are going to be coming to Polytoria. And no, it's not going to be like Roblox's Fortnite buyable emotes or whatever. It's going to be a pre-programmed set of emotes that you can easily type in the chat and you'll be able to perform them quite easily. But this is one of the emotes that you could do right here. It's an emote called Dance. If any of you are familiar with what this dance is, I'll probably show the dance right up here. It's like a nice little arm bouncing animation. It's kind of cute. I like it. Alright, I'm gonna get out of this game. I think that is enough that we've seen today. But yeah, that is the Polytoria beta client, ladies and gentlemen. And keep in mind, I didn't show all of the features of the new client. There are definitely still a few more features that this client has to offer. But in order to explore a lot more of those features, I have to dive into the creator to show you those features. But that's for another video for another time. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified when I make another Polytoria video. This is Gabe Webcam, and take care.